guys, so welcome back. Now, as I said before, I would be doing other things. I said this in the quick updates video, which was 9.5 minutes long. Very quick update, isn't it? And yeah, I said I'd be doing more stuff like this, more like vloggy stuff and shit like that. And so I'm sticking by that. How long, I don't know. So you'll be getting this maybe once or twice, I don't know, maybe once a week. Maybe. Where pretty much we just talk about stuff. So today is, by guessing by the title, it's all about Harry Potter and how I'm a big fan of it. I prided myself on being a Slytherin till about 6 months back when I did the Pottermore test and turned out to be a Gryffindor. Let me just yeah, remember this. And, oh yeah, remember this. My pug shirt with my red light. I had a red light at some point, and oh, that cut. Oh, so sexy, isn't it? Oh, yeah, let's go. Oh yeah, and oh, so let's go back a bit and oh, look at this. Oh, blah 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 blah, and oh, bro, wow, that's a one person bar. Pretty much as I like to call it, bitching about everything. But that, my friends, is no longer the case. Because I tried to log on to Pottermore because I was looking at making up a new cosplay, a new costume, which I'll give you a little quick tour. So we've got gauntlets, we've got a long black jacket, we were on the official website, where if you look into my basket, I have almost £330 worth of stuff in there. So yeah, we'll step away from that, will we? Yeah, because I was looking at that, so I went on to Pottermore to go and actually, because I couldn't remember what my wand was, so I was going to try and find my wand again, but it wouldn't let me on. I was like, oh, right. So I did the reset, send me an email with a password, went into that, and it had all gone. Everything had gone. And I was like, oh, shit. So I redid it all, and guess what? Guess what, bitches? I'm back as the one, pure, the only Slytherin. Whoop whoop. Yeah, so of a twist of events and faith and whatnot, I'm back as a Slytherin. Yeah, baby. I was buzzing about that because I always see myself as a Slytherin. I've done all the non-official ones, like not the ones that I showed on there, and the one that was on Prisoner of Azkaban or Chamber of Secrets, the bonus little quiz thing that you do your remote all those years back, and it put me out as a Slytherin. So in all those I'd always landed as a Slytherin. So when I did the official Pottermore one, I was like buzzing, really hoping, and I was like yes. So second time round. So that's what I'm actually going to be talking about. Is that? So pretty much I'm going to. I've got a Word document open. I had a little nerd out about all that. I can split it all out into categories and all this. So yeah, also, you can just get a layer of bright light as is a white background, so it's lighting me up quite well. So I'm just going to go through, my wand, my Patronus, the US house I'm in, which is the Thunderbird, and then my UK house, which is Slytherin. So my wand is a Rowan wand with a unicorn core, unicorn hair core, 11.25 inches, slightly springy, slightly flexible. So, yep, casts quite well. And I've got like the entire description of the actual whole wand, and pretty much it states that as a Slytherin I should not have this wand, because both the wand and the core despise dark magic and the dark arts. Therefore, as an actual Slytherin, and with the stereotype that all Slytherins are evil and turn to the dark side, the dark arts, I shouldn't have this wand. This should not be my wand. Pretty much, the Rowan wand is prized wood due to its reputation for protection, and was most noted by Garrick Ollivander to generally produce power. See, I'm like pushing stuff together. Like generate powerful, hard to break, defensive charms, which is not the characteristics of a Slytherin duelist. Now, Slytherin duelists are heavy hitters, spell after spell after spell. You can see this back in the Chamber of Secrets to begin with, when you had Severus Snape, Slytherin, and good old Lockhart. I can never pronounce his first name. It's not even that hard, but pretty much Snape and Lockhart. Gellert? No. Yeah, you had them. So Snape being a Slytherin, and actually Lockhart being a Ravenclaw. So yeah, there we go. You can see between them now. Yes, Lockhart was not very good at producing defensive spells, but you can see that Snape was able just to cast after cast. That is particularly from not only from him, but then you go on to when it was Malfoy and Harry, and then Malfoy was doing the same, and then back, then you just jump all the way forward. Now there is bits in between, you know, there is, you know, like the slug spell. Well, technically that was, yeah, pretty much jump all the way to even Goblet of Fire, where you see Moody, who is, you know, Barty Crouch Jr. as Moody. But you see that he is able to just... Now, we all put that down to, you know, if you didn't read... Well, even if you had read the books, actually. Just, yeah. You know that, and you can just put it down to him just being very good at a spellcaster. But, again... Barty Crouch was... You know, but that's just in there. You can see there that. But you could also then, when you go into the Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, and the Deathly Hallows, it's at that point where you notice that Slytherins, or specifically the Death Eaters, who are mostly Slytherins, are very heavily offensive in attacks. And you then have the Gryffindors and the Ravenclaw, who are very protective. Now, that's probably just generalization. No. But yeah, charms. Rowan is also noted for its belief in dissociation with the dark arts. Now, Ollivander has a photographic memory of everyone he has sold to a person, and he has never claimed that any owner of a Rowan wand has ever gone on to do the dark arts. So that's why it's been associated with pure-hearted wizards, which is more of a Gryffindor, if not Hufflepuff, persona. And then you go on to, there's another nice little poem, which Rowan gossips, chestnut drones, ashes stone, and hazel moans. This is just kind of, you know, I don't know. I don't know what it means, but apparently I do. And then the unicorn. It produces the most constant magic, least subject to fluctuation or blockage. So, pretty much, you cast a spell and it does what it said. The wand core will do what you tell it. That's the type of thing. As a unicorn hair. However, it also it's difficult, not impossible, to turn to the dark arts, which there. I can't remember which one it is actually unicorn core. Is it one of the Malfoys? I think it's Malfoy has a unicorn core, which obviously, dark magic. It's difficult to cast, but not impossible. However, it doesn't create the most powerful spells, which kind of, you think, well, just really said, makes sense with it being a very good dueling wand. However, you've got to remember that it's probably a good dueling wand because of deflection. Protego, shield spell, so you fire up Protego, bounces off, and then just get in there with a single attack. It doesn't even have to be that strong. But after you've cast a Protego spell, after you've cast any spell, you're leaving your body wide open. So, if you've just had your spell deflected from you, then it leaves you open for an actual main hit. So that might be why. Again, it might have stronger things. So I think like Dragonheart, Dragonheart is very powerful. So that inside Realm Wand could be a very good mix. And there is actually a sense of Ollivander has noted that wizards chosen by a Realm Wand tend to be compatible with those chosen by an elder. They just make good friends. Just on the slide there. So it just means that they bond well, and probably because both are very powerful wands. So that's the wand. Now, I can find a Rowan wand because Rowan isn't a well, it's not. It's not Rowan is not one that has actually been talked about much in the actual books. Therefore, it wouldn't really be in IRL. However, most people probably think of. So it's not a really good picture. Think of this. Oh, whoa. This as the wand, but in actual fact, this is more likely what a Roman woman would look like. Or this. This is a longer one because Rowan would. Now this is the one that I've eventually have gone for. With the skull. But that's just because it's an actual. So that's the one I've gone for. But Rowan ones would look more like what they would do in actual witchcraft, or because it's a real thing. So yeah, I might turn to that. Anyway, let's go on to the Patronus. Now, my Patronus is the Irish Wolfhound, or this bad boy. This, just the. They're just beautiful dogs. Generally, beautiful dogs. This one's gonna howl. Yeah, that was a stock photo. But yeah, that's my Patronus. Now, it does say Patronus is the most famous and famously difficult defensive charm, which kind of works with the Roman one, so it might be easier. Silverwake Guardian, which takes the form of an animal. The attack form of the Patronus is apparent until the spell has been successfully cast. One of the most powerful defensive charms of the wizard kind. The Patronus can also be used as a message between wizards, which was first thought about, especially to the books, stated that it was Albus Dumbledore who first used this as a way of sending messages rather than by owl. So normally it was sent by messages in like hard times, but he was just using it to do it quite easily because he's a badass and should not be a Gryffindor. Just gonna slide that in there. Should definitely be a Ravenclaw. But well, that's a different video. But Albus Dumbledore was the first to actually be able to use that as a common way of doing it. But then it's later seen, well later seen in stuff like I was gonna say Order of the Phoenix. Now it is used in the Order of the Phoenix, but more commonly in Half-Blood Prince, and then secondly in the Deathly Hallows by Shacklebolt, when the Ministry has fallen, he has won, and then everything is fine, family safe. It's the two of the famous things in the last book for it to be used. A pure protective magical contains of happiness and hope from a single talisman memory essential for its creation. It is the only spell effective against Dementors. The majority of the witches and wizards are only able to produce a Patronus, and to do so is generally considered a mark of superior magical ability. So that's why it was very surprising that Harry was able to produce one at such a young age. Although that could have something to do with him having a piece of Voldemort inside him, however, maybe not. And finally, my US house is Ilvermorny. Ilvermorny? And I'm a Thunderbird. Which, named by Chadwick Boot after his favourite magical beast. The Thunderbird is a beast that can create foam as it flies. The Thunderbird is sometimes considered to represent the soul of a witch or wizard, and it is also said that the Thunderbird favours adventurers. So I would probably put that more as first of all, that's Ilvermorny as by a short, I want to say animated, but it's not quite animated because it's like stop frame animated, sort of similar to Nightmare Before Christmas. Nightmare Before Christmas, Corpse Bride, or there is an American holiday one called The Christmas Adventure, which is with toys, similar to that. Which is actually pretty cool. The whole story of Ilvermorny is actually very interesting. Similar to both the creations of both schools, are very interesting. However, these are the 4 houses. So you got the Thunderbird here, you got the Womp something, which eats, I don't know. Pretty much, you have the Horned Serpent, and you have the something or other. That's a Womp-Rat. That's not from Vomp-Rat. Vomp, I think. And then this is like a many-footed cat that actually eats this thing. So, the Thunderbird, the Horned Serpent, and the cat thing were actually the only ones which was chosen by the three magical people. The Womp Rat, or whatever it is. I want to say a Womp Rat, but I'm pretty sure that's Star Wars. It was chosen by the other one, the Muggle, or the No-Maj, as the Americans call it. Now this is here we go. Yeah, a Horned Serpent, a Wampus, there you go, a Thunderbird, and a Puckwuggle. Wuggle. See? So, Horned Serpent, Wampus, Thunderbird, and a Puckwudgie. There you go. Yeah, I like the look of it, really, and all this, and I quite like the American school. You know, from what I've read about it, it seems pretty cool. We might find out more about it in the future Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Given the fact that the second one is set in Paris, and I'm sore about that because I'm slightly too old to audition for Grindelwald. Because I was looking at it, and you need to be between the ages of 16 and 18, and they're starting filming on the 26th of November. So by that time I'd be 20 and slightly too old. But alas, we can deal with that at some other time, won't we? So we might be able to find out more about that, more about the American school, and maybe just more about the connection, because obviously the Americans have a completely different view on magical and non-magical relations to us. Because that's actually where my cosplay is coming in, is from the Great Wizarding War. Now, not the one with when Voldemort was first risen, the one back in 10 something, just before the school was actually formed, should I say, for Snape, Slytherin left, really, pretty much. Yeah, before he buggered off, because that's an interesting story actually. That'll be a future. That'll be future one to come, I guess. Yeah, but that's where my cosplay is coming in. It's from before, but that Wizarding Muggle War, where the Muggles were literally hunted down, which was in Wizards. It's probably an interesting period. But anyway, yeah. So obviously we have that, but we as a British people made the Statute of Secrecy law, which is, you know, a witch or wizard cannot reveal magical ability to a Muggle. Which does get really interesting when you have the specifics of Muggle born. Because surely then, once you marry a Muggle, you'd have to show them your magical ability. Oh, it's a catch-22 there, isn't it? Oh, okay, yeah. So you can't show your magical ability to a Muggle. But that's what came out. But the Americans, obviously Salem, they just completely cut themselves off from all Muggle contact. So I don't know how this school works. Do they have Muggle-born witches and wizards, or, you know, I don't know. It'd be interesting to find out, wouldn't it? And again, might turn up in later series, later films, or even books, perhaps. Yeah. Okay, and finally on to Slytherin. So Slytherin is no secret. being my favourite, and is actually my lock screen. Is actually this. It's the wallpaper from Pottermore. It's this here, which I think I really like. So you probably know that some of the Slytherin's most well-known members include Severus Snape, Bellatrix Lestrange. But did you know that Merlin himself was a Slytherin? Yeah, so that beast of a man who has always been stated as this, you know, the greatest wizard of all times, is Slytherin, or so the legends say. That according to legend. The ribbon of the First Class Order of Merlin is green to reflect his Hogwarts house. So obviously, I can't remember it. I know it's the second class. Yeah, second class Order of Merlin, and then you know what Dumbledore and technically still, you know, Peter Pettigrew has the First Class of Merlin. So. Yeah, which is it's like a little gold badge there with these two green ribbons. So yeah, I'm just googling this now just to make my point. Suitable. Yeah. So, look at this. Order of Merlin First Class, Order of Merlin Second Class. Oh, wow, you're still looking at me. Oh, God. Yeah, so you got Order of Merlin First Class, Order of Merlin Second Class, Order of Merlin Third Class. And this is the actual things. Rather than service. So the Order of Merlin Second Class is this. On top of this. No, on top of this. Okay. And then this one is green, silver. So, yeah. Let me just have a look. So, like, straight to that. I'm pissed off, that's what I am. The dog. Anyway, yeah. That's about that. Yeah. So that's that. So the cosplay, I'm not going to be able to show you, unfortunately, because I can't actually get the photo because it's on my phone. But it's pretty much. Imagine Sirius but instead of this being like a fabric actual coat, it's a long black trench coat with black gauntlets with black like jeans. Actually, pretty much what Sirius is wearing, but everything is pure black. And yeah, that's pretty much what that cosplay is going to be. Just because I think it would be cool, you know. And once I get everything, well, this, I would love to have done something similar to. Now, so the plug comes in. No, it's not really a plug. It's just a cool thing. There is I think it's American. I think. Don't know what it is. But the Hogwarts Origins. Now they've just started filming today. Like we were doing casting yesterday and all that, and I think they're starting everything up this today or this week sometime. Haven't checked Snapchat or the Facebook thing. I'd love to do something like that, where to actually run as a member of the original four. However, I'm not going to be able to do that because well, the only guy I'd probably be able to run as is probably Gryffindor. Yeah, Godric Gryffindor. The annoying thing is I cannot remember Slytherin's full name, but I can remember the other three. Godric Gryffindor, Rowena Ravenclaw, and Helga Hufflepuff. Salazar Slytherin. There you go. Yeah, the only guy I'd be able to run as is probably Gryffindor, but that is because he is described as a big man. With like long braids of ginger hair. Now, obviously I haven't got the ginger hair. I've got blonde hair. However, I wouldn't be able to run as Salazar because he is described as having shoulder length greased black hair. Similar to, if you've ever watched any of like the fan films by, I can't remember the company name, fan films, but when they do Snape, very good actor. Generally think if they do a proper Marauders film, like a legit Marauders film, then they should employ that guy as Snape because he's very good. But yeah, long, greasy black hair, and then by the time he leaves, he actually is bald with this fucking black goatee. Similar to how Professor Black was described in the painting, actually. In his painting in the headmaster's office, which you never see in the films. That's for another time. But yeah. But I'm going to do that from the first Wizard Muggle, well, the only Wizard Muggle War. We hope. But that's why I'm wanting to do that as, and it's just being kind of, you know, it's there. So once I lose some weight or get bigger, chunkily, then I can do that. And yeah, so that's been everything. It's been quite long. I'm sorry about that. It's not edited because I had to get rid of my editing software on my phone because it was just slowing my phone down to shit. And I haven't really got any good editing software that I can take from my phone, edit it up and make it nice looking, unfortunately. But, you know, we'll find some way of making these quality. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't, feel free to give it a like, share it around, give us a comment of what you would like to see next. Yeah, and that's everything from me. I've been Panda, you've been you. I will see you sometime. Panda out.